Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Session 4 of the 26th Gold Coast Magic Million Yearling Sale. We again extend a special Gold Coast welcome to all our international and interstate guests. Magic Millions would like to thank our sponsors, Events Queensland, the Queensland Government, Luxbet, RM Williams, Racing Queensland and John Deere. A special thanks to BMW for supplying our fleet of courtesy cars for the sale. We'd also like to thank all sections of the media for their very professional coverage of the Magic Millions in the lead up to this event. The international recognition of this sale and carnival would not be possible without the support of the Queensland Government through Queensland Events. We'd also like to take this opportunity to thank our vendors for their support in the catalogue. Ladies and gentlemen, the popularity of Magic Million sales can be directly attributed to the continuous success of sale graduates. Seven of the last 9 Golden Slipper winners sold at auction are graduates of Magic Million sales. The champion filly of Australia, Atlantic Jewel, is a graduate of this very sale ring. So is Atomic Force, who won the Railway in New Zealand a couple of weeks ago. The champion sprinter in Singapore, Rocket Man, Star Witness, Turak Toff, Albert the Fat, all graduates of this sale. All yearlings, of course, ladies and gentlemen, that we offer through this sale ring are eligible for the 5.65 Magic Million Race Series. Today, we'd like to congratulate the Gold Coast Turf Club and all owners and trainers who had runners in this world-only race day, where every graduate, every runner on the day is a graduate of Magic Million sales. Congratulations to all of you, all the owners and trainers with runners today, but a special congratulations, of course, to the major winners. That's the winners of the BMW 2-year-old Classic, won by Dryfontein, a Fastnet Rock filly, owned by a syndicate put together by Denise Martin of Star Thoroughbreds, one of our great supporters. Congratulations, Denise. And of course, trained by the wonderful, wonderful personality and great promoter of Australian racing in Gay Waterhouse, who actually had the Quinella, as you all probably know. And congratulations to Widden Stud, who were the vendors of the winning filly last year through this very sale ring. $2 million, over $1 million to the winner. Also, No Looking Back, the second place getter, trained by Gay. Bad luck to the connections. It was quite a race, and one that we'll remember for a long time. And of course, to Mark Kavanagh, the trainer of Alizon Thunder, who ran third. Congratulations, Mark. Also, the Magic Million Guineas, a $1 million 3-year-old race won by Punch On, trained by Peter Blazen. Peter, of course, a Gold Coast Brisbane trainer. Congratulations, Peter. And it was Punch On, bred by Raheen Stud. Congratulations to Raheen. Easy Running second, trained by Desley Foster, and Happy Hussey, trained by David Payne in Sydney, third. Congratulations, David. Ladies and gentlemen, also very importantly, we do recommend that you insure your horses on the fall of the hammer. Our Magic Million insurance staff are here in Sheila, in Kylie and Tash. And also importantly, we do ask all buyers, any new buyers here tonight, to go to the office and register. We cannot take bids from people who are not registered. And also, importantly, if you want to bid, get away from the bar. We don't take any bids from the bar on Saturday night, for obvious reasons. Well, ladies and gentlemen, there are all the formalities. A little bit of shush, please, because the Queensland Jockeys Association, ladies and gentlemen, their president, Pam O'Neill, a former champion lady jockey, has asked Magic Millions to auction for the Christie Banks the Christy Banks appeal, of course. Christy Banks was a leading rider in southeast Queensland. She rode over 500 winners. Christy Banks, she was based in Toowoomba. She rode winners all over southeast Queensland. In fact, a couple of years ago, Christy Banks rode in the BMW Magic Million 2-year-old classic. She rode Spirit of Boom for Tony Gollan. Unfortunately, the other day, Christy Banks had a horrific accident, ladies and gentlemen, and she's now confined to a wheelchair. She's in Princess Alexandra Hospital, Christy Banks, and she's in good spirits. So, ladies and gentlemen, tonight, the Gold Coast Turf Club have donated a set of club colours. They've been signed by all the jockeys that rode in the BMW 2-year-old classic today. There's a pair of jockey breeches signed by all the jockeys today. So we've got that to auction, and also we've got to auction the whip used by Tommy Berry. This is Tommy Berry's whip.
Paul Hammersley for the 3-year-old.
Tommy Berry's whip, ladies and gentlemen, which we are now to auction. Tommy won on Dryfontein, won the $2 million Magic Million Classic. You hold it up, Paul. This is the very whip used by Tommy Berry. Righto, this is for the Christy Banks appeal. The champion jockey of southeast Queensland is now in a wheelchair. Righto, ladies and gentlemen, for Tommy Berry's whip. Who's got to start me? Couple of thousand to go. 2,000 for the whip used by Tommy Berry today. 2,000, 2,000, 1,500, give me 1,000. 1,000 for Tommy Berry's whip. 300, thank you. $300 bid out, $300 bid out, 300. 300 for Tommy Berry's whip. 400, 400 now. 400, 500, 500 now. 600, 600 there. $600. Tommy Berry's whip used today. 600, 600 now. $600 bid out, 600. 800, 800 there. $800 bid out, 800. 800 now. $800 bid out, 800. 1,000, 1,000, Tommy Berry's whip, 1,000, 1,000 now, 1,000, 1,000, the very whip he used today at $1,000. Quick, it's going to be sold at $1,000. Quickly in front at 1,000. Down. 1,000. Get the name, please, girls. Get the name.
That's Tommy Berry's whip.
Tommy Berry's whip.
Paul Hammersley, the hammer.
Now we'll auction. Ladies and gentlemen, have a little bit of shush, please. A little bit of shush. We're now going to auction the silks, the Gold Coast Turf Club club colours, signed by all the jockeys that rode in the BMW 2-year-old classic today, with the breeches.
Yep.
The colours,
So it's
the breeches, and the colours. That's and the cap. That's one lot. That's one lot. We're selling the lot. Righto, buyers. Now this race today will go down in history of Magic Millions. It was a race that was disputed and the protest upheld. This is a race that we'll all remember for many, many years. So this is only second time in history this has happened. Second time a protest has been upheld in this great race, the BMW Magic Million Classic. So this is a real collector's item, ladies and gentlemen. So a little bit of shush for the Christy Banks appeal. Righto, for who's got what for this? Start me up. Is there 30,000? 20,000? 5,000, thank you. 5,000 bid now, 5 bid now, 5,000 bid now, 5. 5,000, 5,000 now. 5,000 bid now, 5 bid now, 5,000 bid now, 5. 10,000, 10,000 now. 10,000 bid now, 10,000. 10,000 there. 10,000 bid now, 15. 15,000, 15,000 now. 15,000 bid now, 15 bid now, 15. 15,000, 20,000, 5. 25, 25 now. 25,000 bid now, 25. 25,000, 25,000 bid now, 25. 25,000, 25,000. Well, look, I got to sell it. 25 for a great lady in Christy Banks, a great jockey that's now disabled in a wheelchair. 25,000. I'll take 1,000 if you like. 26, 26,000, 26,000, 26,000. Well, it's going to be sold at 26,000. Anyone else? Finished. Done. 26,000. Thank you very much, sir. Tom Magnier from Coolmore Stud. Tom Magnier, thank you very, very much. Tom Magnier from Coolmore Stud. and thank the underbidders. The underbidders were the Brisbane Race Club, the Gold Coast Turf Club, the Sunshine Coast Turf Club, and the Gold Coast City Council were the underbidders. Okay, on with the show. We got Paul Hammersley's whip. Paul Hammersley won the 3-year-old Magic Million Classic today, the Guineas. The 3-year-old Guineas riding for Paul Hammersley's whip. Could have a couple of thousand for Paul Hammersley's whip. 2,000 for the Christie Banks appeal. Two, give me 1,000, 1,000, thank you. 1,000, be no one. 1,200 now, $1,200 be now, 1,200, 14, 1,400 now, 16, 1,600 now for 1,800, 1,800 now, 18 to be now 18, 1,800 now, 2,000, 2,000 now, 22, 2,002 over that 22, 2,002, 2,002 over that 22 for the Paul Hammersley whip at 2,200, going to be sold with Andrew Brown at 2,200, done. Well done, Andrew. Table 38. I'd like to get his name. Thank you very much, sir. Table 38. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we've got 100 yearlings to offer to you tonight. We would appreciate a little bit of quiet so the buyers can concentrate on their job of buying these Magic Million horses. All eligible next year for the BMW Magic Millions 2-year-old Classic. Okay, starting off with lot 541 from Rothwell, a filly by Street Sense, Scopey racy filly, ladies and gentlemen, by Street Sense, the son of the great Street Cry, had 3 winners last week in the States. 3 winners last week in the States, did Street Sense. He had a winner in Japan the other day, International Stallion. Gee, that's a cracking filly. Filly with a pedigree out of a Hector Protector mare, out of a stakes winning mare. Righto for her, buyer, starter away. Filly like that, 50,000. 50 to starter, 50, 50,000, 50 or 40, 40,000. 40, 40 for her. 40, 40,000, 30, 30 to start. 30, 30 for her. 30 will give me 20 to go. Come on, Magic Million filly. 20, 10 all right, 10,000, 10,000 now, 10,000 to be now, 10 to 10,000. Look at the filly buyers, 10,000 the first of the night, 10,000, 10,000. Look at the family, great black type family, 10,000, 10,000 to be now, 10 to 10,000 to be now, 10, 10,000, 10,000 there, 15, 15,000, 15,000 there, 15, where's that, 15,000, 15,000, 15 to be now, 15, 15,000. First of the night buyers, 15,000, 15,000, 15 to be now, 17.5, 17.5, 20,000, 20,000 now. Sir, I'm trying to help you, buyer. 20,000, you stick with me. 20,000, 20,000 minute, 20 minute, 20,000 minute, 20 minute, 20, 20,000 now. 20,000 minute, 20 minute, 20,000. Well, buyers, she's on the market. Now, no one's paying attention. She's 22.5. 22.5, 22, 25, 25 now, 25.75, 27.5, 27,005, 30,000, 30,000 now, 30,000 minute, 30 minute, 30,000 minute, 30 minute, 30, 35, 35, 35 there, 35,000 minute, 35, she's on the market for sale, 35, 35,000 minute, 35, 35,000, which is going to be sold. Anyone else on the market for sale at 30, 40,000, 40 there. 40,000, 40,000, well thanks for your help, sir. Can I take 2.5 you like? But do it quick at 40,000, well thanks for your help. Finished. Done. 40,000, well done, well bought. Come on girls. 40,000 over on the right. Tash, come on. Righto, 542. From Glen Logan. Have a look here, buyers. Have a look at this. Have a look at this colt. Tough running colt by Tail of the Cat. He's a real Magic Million type. There's a colt that could easily be in the $2 million BMW Magic Million Classic next year. You don't see many better colts than that, buyers. Right over by Tail of the Cat out of a black type mare by Versace Pegasus. Good producing mare. Righto, buyers, for him. For him, who's got what? 100 for him. 100 to start him. 100, 100,000. 100 for the Tail of the Cat colt. How much? 50, thank you. 50,000. 50,000, but 50, but 50,000, but 60,000, but 60, but 60,000. 60,000 now. 70,000. 70,000, James Dawson. 70,000, but 70, but 70,000. So your man Tom. 70,000, your man. 80,000. 80,000, Tom Inglis. 80,000, but 80 with Tom Inglis. 80,000. 90,000. 90,000, but down 90. 100. 110. 110 now. 110, but down 10, 110. 110 in front. 120. 120, Tom Inglis. Well, I love saying that, Reg. 110. 120, 120, but now 120, but now 120, 120 with Tom Inglis, 120, 120, but now 120. James, how you going? 120, 120. Well, James, you're out. He's on the market. He's got to be sold. 120. He's a cracking colt, buyers, and he's early in the sale, and everyone's talking, and they're not looking at him. 120,000, but he's going to be sold at 120. Finished. Done. Tom Inglis. Well done, Tom. Don't forget your Magic Millions insurance, ladies and gentlemen. You should be insuring your horses on the fall of the hammer. David Hayes. Thanks, David. David Hayes goes to champion trainer David Hayes. Thanks, David. 5:43. Widden Stud present the Flying Spur colt. By Flying Spur, the Great Arrowfield Stallion Flying Spur. Big, scopy, good walking colt. You have a look at the way this guy walks, ladies and gentlemen. The half to kick and chase, the half to a black type horse, half to two black type horses here out of a Centane mare, and a lot of Centane about him. Gee, that's a nice horse, ladies and gentlemen. By the champion sire, Flying Spur. Wonderful stallion. He won the Golden Slipper, one of the leading sires. Sire of over 750 winners is Flying Spur. Champion stallion, 83 stakes winners. Cracking colt here again, buyers, right over him. 100 for him. 100, 100, 100 for him. 100. How much? 30, thank you, Murray, tell it. 30,000, 30,000, but 30, but look at the way he walks, buyers. 30,000, here's a colt with a pedigree. 30,000, but 30, but 30,000, but 40, but 40, 40,000, but 40, James Dawson. 40,000 there, 40,000, but 40, but 40,000, but 40, 40,000, 40,000, the Flying Spur. 40,000, but 40, but 40,000, 40,000 now, 40,000, 50, 50,000 Murray. 50,000, but 50, but 50,000, 50,000, 50,000, but 50, but 50,000, 50,000, 50,000, well down he goes, 50, 50, here's a colt with a pedigree. Have a look at him, buys by Flying Spur. 60,000, 60, 70, 70,000 now. 70,000, but 70, but 70, 70,000, 70,000, but 70, but 70,000, 70,000 now. 70,000, but 70, but 70, 70,000, 70,000. Anyone else? At $70,000. Quick, I'll take 5 if you like. 70,000, 70,000, 70,000. I'll take 2.5. 70,000. What do you think, Murray? I'll take 2.5 you like. 70,000. 70,000 now. At $70,000. Quick. At 70,000. Quick. 2.5. 75. 75. 75. How's your man, Murray? At 75,000. Well, he's on the market for sale. At 75,000. Take 2.5 you like. Finished. Done. Well bought. Right over there on the right. Thanks, Stuart. Thanks, Stuart. Oh, not Stuart. Okay. 5:44, ladies and gentlemen. The Khalif filly from Turunga Farm by Khalif, ladies and gentlemen. Been very well received. The first of the Khalif progeny is the son of Green Desert, the sire of a Desert Sun, that wonderful stallion, out of a Zabeel mare. Look at the family here. Look at the black type here in the family of Champagne, that great Group 1 winner, out of a Zabeel mare, and a lot of Zabeel about that filly, but by Khalif. Righto, buyers. His oldest are yearlings. Righto, who's got what to start her? Filly like that. 50 or 60,000. 50,000, 50 for the Khalif filly. 50, 50, 40. 40,000, 40. Look at the black type here out of a Zabeel mare. 20,000. 10 all right. 10 I've got. 10,000 now. 10,000 been at 10 to 10,000 been at 10 to 10,000. 10,000 now. 10,000 been at 10 to 10,000. 10. She's an 8th of November foal, buyers. 10,000. 10,000. 15. 15,000 at 15 a bit at 15. 15,000 there. 15,000 at 15 a bit at 15. 15,000. 15,000 at 15 a bit at 15. 20,000. 20,000. No, 15. 15,000. 15,000 at 15 a bit at 15. 15. Hey, buyers, just have a look at the black type and her pedigree. 15,000. She's a sale ring bargain. 15,000. A sale ring bargain if I've ever seen one. 15,000. 15,000. 15. 15. 15,000. 15,000 now at $15,000. Quick. Anyone else? By a first season sire buyers, I don't believe it, out of a Zabeel mare. 15,000. Anyone else at 15,000? What finished. Done. No, we need a bit more money there. Sandra aside. 545 from Barramol. Testarossa filly. Great draft from Barramol. Here's a Testarossa filly, ladies and gentlemen, out of a mare that's 100% winner producer. The dam's 100% winner producer, ladies and gentlemen. Everything the mother's produced that's gone to the races has won. And by Testarossa, the sire of Hortensia, of course, that Group 1 winning filly, trained by Paul Massara in Hortensia, the sire of Sistine Angel, Vormister, all top fillies by Testarossa. Righto, buyers, have a look at her. Barramel stud filly. Who's got what to start her? 100,000. 100 for her. 100 for the Testarossa filly. 100. 50 for her. 20, thank you. 20,000 for that, 20 for that, 20,000 for that, 20 for that, 20,000. 20,000 for that, 20. 20,000. 20,000 for Barramel filly. 20,000 for that, 20 for that, 20,000 for that, 20. 20,000. 30. 30,000. 30,000. Dam's 100%. 40. 40,000. 40,000 now. 50 there. 50,000 John. 50,000 for that, 50 for that, 50,000. 50,000 with John. 50,000. 50,000. The dam's 100% winner producer. 50,000. 50,000 for that, 50 for that, 50. 50,000. She's a Testarossa filly. Buyers, 50,000. Could be another Hortensia for you. Could be another Group 1 winner in the ring. 50,000. I'll take 5 if you like. 50,000. I'll take 5. 50,000. 50,000 for that, 50 for that, 50. 50,000 at $50,000. Quick. Gee, buys it from a family like that and buy the champion binary stallion in Testarossa. 50,000. $50,000. Quickly take 5 you like her at 50,000. What finished. Done. No, we're just too far away. I'm sorry. 546 from Orange Grove. Have a look at him, boys. Just have a look at this colt. Just close your catalogues up if you're listening to me. Close your catalogues up and have a look at him. Just stand him up, please. Just stand him up in the middle of the ring. I don't think I've seen a better to hear colt than that. He's out of a Japanese bred mare. Great international family, ladies and gentlemen. He's a very, very sharp colt, this fellow. Lengthy, got plenty of scope. By to here. Righto for him. He's a real Magic Million type. A real Magic Million type, buyers. Righto for him. Who's got what? 100,000. 100 for him. I reckon there's a colt that could easily make the $2 million BMW Classic next year. 100,000. 20 all right. 20,000 for that, 20 for that, 20,000 for that, 20 for that, 20,000. 20,000 now. 20,000 for that, 20 for that, 20,000. All the good judges are on him. 20,000. 20,000, 30 there. 30,000 for that, 30 for that, 30,000 for that, 30 for that, 30. 30,000. 30,000 now. 30,000 for that, 30 for that, 30,000. 30,000 for that, 30. 30,000. $30,000. Anyone else? Done at $30,000 quickly. 30, 40. 40 there. 40,000 for that, 40 for that, 40,000. 40,000 now. 40,000 for that, 40 for that, 40, 50. 50,000. 50,000 out the right, out the left, 50,000, 50,000 for that, 50 for that, 50,000, 50,000 now. He's a good-looking colt, boys. 50,000, 50,000 for that, 50 for that, 50, $50,000. Anyone else? Done at $50,000. 60, 60,000, 60,000. 60,000, 60,000 now, 60,000, 70 there, 70,000, 70,000 there, 70 there, 70, 70,000, 70,000, Julian Hay, you're out, 80,000, 80,000 now, 80, can I say 100, sir? 80,000, 80,000, 80, but now 80, 80,000, 80,000, 90 there, 90,000, 90,000, but now 90, but 90, 90,000, not you, Julian, 90,000, at $90,000, quick. Anyone else? At 100, 100 now, 100,000, 100,000, wonders never cease, 100,000, 100,000, anyone else? He's going to be sold at 100, what him, for sale, done. 100 out the back, well done Julian Hay. Gary Mudgway, you're a great judge, Gary. You and I think alike, Gary. I love that colt. 547 from Raheen, the filly, by not a singled out. By, as you all saw, Karuta Queen win the $2 million Magic Million 2-year-old classic last year. Karuta Queen, she was by not a singled out. There's a filly very, very much like Karuta Queen. by not a single doubt, out of a winning De Gea mare, out of a winning Mr. C mare, out of a winning Bogan Road mare. You've got speed on speed here, buyers. She's a real 2-year-old type. Look at the great girth on her. Speed on speed. Magic Million type for her. 100,000. 100. Well, give me 50. 50 to start her. You're starting them too low, buyers. 50, 50, 40, 40, 30, 30 to go. 30 could 30,000, 30,000 now, 30,000, it could be another Karuta Queen, 30,000 there, 30 there, 30,000 there, 30 there, 30,000, 30,000 now, 30,000 there, 30 there, 30,000, 30,000, good walking filly, 30,000, real 2-year-old, 40,000, 40 there, 40,000 there, 50, 50,000 there, 50 there, 50,000, 60, 70, 70,000, 70,000 now, 80,000, 90 there, 90,000 there, 90 there, 90,000, 90,000 there, 90, 90,000, 90,000 there, 90 there, 90,000, 90,000 now, look at the way she walks. 90,000, 90,000 down, 90 to 90,000, $90,000 when she's had a time. Anyone else? At $90,000 quickly. 90,000. You're both out. The bid's out the back. No mistakes. The bid's out the back. 90,000, 90,000 down, 90 to 90,000, 90,000 now, 90,000 down, 90 down, 90, 90,000, 90,000 when she's had a time. Anyone else? At $90,000 quick. At 90,000, gee, that's disappointing, buyers. At 90,000, can I quickly finished? Done. No, need a little bit more. From Broadwater, Thoroughbreds lot 548. By Schwarzer. Before today, Schwarzer was a champion 2-year-old sire in Australia before today. And there's a filly, the same colour as Schwarzer, another real Magic Million type. Boy, she's a superstar, I reckon. This filly is a superstar. She's a half-sister to Court Command, of course. You remember him. He was a brilliant racehorse, and now a sire here at Wattle Braystoke. Righto. She just oozes quality, buyers, this filly. Strong, mature filly. Who's got what for her? Couple of 100,000. 200. Well, give me 100. 100 for her. 100. Will you tell me? 50 to start. 50. 50 for her. 50. 50 for 20, thank you. 50, thank you. That's better. 50,000. 50,000 there, 50 there, 50,000 there, 50 there, 50,000. Come on, you're a big audience. Call and mark you at 60. 60,000. 60,000 now. 60,000 there, 60 there, 60,000. 60,000 there. 60,000 there, 60. 60,000. 70 there. 70,000 there, 70 there, 70,000. 80,000. 90,000. 90,000. Not you, Julian. 90,000. 90,000 now. 90,000 there, 90. The bid's in front. 100. 100 there. 100 Murray Tillett. 100,000 Murray. One out the back. 100,000, 100,000 now, Julian. 100, 100,000, 100,000, 10, 110, 110 now, 20, 120 Murray, 30, 40, 150, 150, 60, 160 you, 160, Murray, it's not you, 160 in front, 160 but no 160, 160 now, Murray, it's not you, 160, one more Murray, she's on the market, 160, 160 now, at $160,000 quick, the bid's right out in front. There's a lot of talking. Let's get it straight, Murray. It's bids out in front. 160. She's on the market. 5. 165. That clears the air. 165 because you both bid together. 165. 165. She's going to be sold at 165,000 on the market for sale. Finished. Done. Murray Tillett, 165. Tim Martin, thanks Tim. Timmy Martin. From Oakwood Farm, ladies and gentlemen, here's the hair colt. Look at the muscle here. Ready-made racehorse, I suggest here. Great forearm, great hind quarter. Cracking type of colt, real 2-year-old type. And he's a 3/4 brother to that very good horse in Hong Kong in Ain't Here. 3/4 brother to Ain't Here. A very good Group 2 winner in Hong Kong, Ain't Here. Outstanding horse over there, was placed in Group 1, ladies and gentlemen. He's typical of the good to hear colts, this fellow, out of a Hennessy mare, out of an American family. Righto, buyers, have a look there. Short back, short coupled horse, make a 2-year-old for him, start him away. Couple of 100 for him. 100 to start him, 100,000, 100, 100. 100, 50, 50 for him, 50 to start me, 50, 40. Will you tell me, buyers? 30, 20, thank you. 20,000 there, 20 minute, 20,000 there, 20 minute, 20,000. 20,000 there, 20,000 there, 20 minute, 3, 30, 30,000, 30,000 in front, 30,000 there, 30 minute, 30,000 there, 30 minute, 30, 30,000, 30,000 now, 30,000 there, 30 minute, 40, 40,000, 40,000 there, 40 minute, 40,000, 40,000 now, 40,000 there, 40 minute, 40, 40 out of a Hennessy mare, 40, look at the quality of him, buyers. An Oakwood Farm colt. 50,000, 50,000 now, 50,000 now, 50 now, 50,000, 50,000 now, 50,000 now, 50 now, 50, 50,000, 60,000, 60,000 there, 60,000 there, 60, 60,000, how you going, Andrew? 60,000, 60,000 now, buyers, that's where we should have started it. 60,000, 60,000 there, at $60,000, quick, well I'll take 5 if you like, because he's a very nice colt, buyers, 60,000, I'll take 5. 60,000 at $60,000 quickly. Anyone else at 60,000? Want him? Take 5. Done. No. Can't take it tonight. 550, the Coolmore filly, ladies and gentlemen. Here's a cracking filly by Costa de Lager, by the champion Coolmore stallion in Costa de Lager. Please, an important update here. The half-brother Phantom Quartz has now won 4 in Japan. Has now won 4 in Japan, ladies and gentlemen. The half-brother Phantom Quartz. And he's won those 4 in the last 2 months. So a very good horse in Japan. Out of a daughter of Mila Desert, ladies and gentlemen. Good Group 1 winning mare in Ireland. There's a Group 1 winning filly family. Righto for her. Lovely filly buyer. Start her up, a couple of hundred. In Costa de Lager filly. 200. Well, give me 100. She looks one of those early coming 2-year-olds to me buying Costa. 100, 50, 50 for her. 50, will you tell me, buyers? 50, 40, 40 for her. 40, 30, thank you. 30,000 there, 30 minute, 30,000 there, 30 minute, 30,000. 30,000 now. 30,000 there, 30 minute, 30,000. 30,000 there, 30, 30,000, 40,000. 40,000 now. 40, 50, 50,000 there, 50 Murray Tillett. 50,000, 60,000, 60,000 now. 60,000 there, 60 minute, 70, 70,000. 70,000 there, 70, 80, 80,000 now. 90, 90,000, 90,000 there, no, the bid's out here, Rusty. 90,000, 90,000 there, 90. 100, 100 with Murray, 100 Murray Tillett, 100,000, 100,000 now, 100,000 now, 100, gee, that's a 10, 110, 110. I had a look at her the other day, boy, she's an outstanding filly in my book. 20, well done Ross McEwen. 120, 120. It's good to see you away from the coffee shop, Ross. 120, 120, 120. Well, she's got to be sold. She's on the market. 120, 30, 130, 130. Chris Russell. 130 with Chris. 130 in front. 130, 130,000. 138, 40, 140 there. 140,000. The more you look at her, the more you like her. 50. 150, 150 now, 150, 60, 160 Murray, 160 your turn Ross. What's happening down there, Chris? 160, 160 with Murray Tillett, 160 with Perth, 160, 70, 170, 170 now, 170,000, 80,000, 180 now, Ross. What are we going to do? What can I say? 200, Ross. 180, 180 now, 180 now, 180, 180. Remember this filly, Chris? 180, 180,000. Make it 200. Can I? At 180,000 quick, you're going to lose her at 185. Sign of weakness, Ross. 185, 185, 185. How's your man? 180, Murray. How's your man? 185, 90. 190. Now, sir, please will you say 200? I know you like her. She's a cracking filly. 190. 190 and she's here for sale. I can't wait all day at 190,000. What a 200. 200. That's where we should have started, buyers. 200. What do you say, Murray? At 200,000. How's your man? At 200,000. 10. 210. 210. 210. We'll be here all night. 210. Quickly, Ross. At 210,000. Going to be sold. Finished. Done. Murray Tillett, 210. Who? Simon Miller, Perth. Thanks, Murray. Goes to Perth. Thanks, Simon. Simon Miller. Righto, 5.51, ladies and gentlemen, from Yarraman Park. Here's the Commands colt by the Darley Stallion Commands, the great Stallion Commands, neat racy, great walking colt. He's a super walker, got a great shoulder on him. He's a ready-made racehorse. Now there's a colt that could easily be in the BMW 2-year-old Classic next year. Righto, the family of Wolf Dreams, that very good horse in Perth. Righto for him, Commands colt. Righto, buyers, have a look there. A real precocious 2-year-old Commands. For him, 100,000. 100 for the Commands. 100, 150. 50, 20, thank you. 20,000 at 20 minute, 20,000 at 20 minute, 20,000, 20, 30, 30,000 at 30, 35, 35 now, 40 there, 5, 45, 45 now, 45,000 at 45 at 45, 45,000 at 45, 45, 45,000 at 45, 45,000, 40, 50, 50,000 there, 50,000, well done James, 50,000 James Dawson, 50,000 now, 50,000 if it come on, buys, he's by Commands, 50,000, he's an early running type. That would be the cheapest Commands we've sold through the sales, buyers. 50,000. 50,000 with James Dawson. 50,000 only taking 5. 50,000 on the market, I've told them that. 50,000. 50,000, he's going to be sold. Anyone else take 5 you like at 50,000. Want him? Done. 50. Star Thoroughbreds? Prime. Joe O'Neill. Well done, Joe. Great to have you. Anyone wants to buy a share in that last colt? Just go and see Joe O'Neill from Prime Thoroughbreds. 5.52's not with us. 5.53 from Whedon, the Northern Media colt. Top. Look at the pedigree here, buyers. Look at the family. International pedigree. Now, let me tell you, this is the first of the Northern Medias. They've sold up to 420,000, averaging 140,000. One of the leading averages of the sale, sold up to 420,000, the first of the Northern Meteors. Here's one out of a Danehill mare. Wonderful family here on the dam side. Okay. Gee, they've sold well, buyers. Sold up to $400,000 the Northern Meteors. Who's got what for him? 100,000. 100 for the Whedon colt. 100, 90, 80, 50. 50 for the Whedon colt. 50, 50. They've sold very well, the Northern Meteors. 50, 20, all right. 20,000 minute, 20 minute, 20,000 minute, 20 minute, 20,000. 20,000 now. 20,000 minute, 20 minute, 20,000. 20,000. 20. Look at the family. Look at the pedigree out of a Danehill mare. 20,000. 20, 30, 30,000. 30,000, 40 there. 40,000 minute, 40 minute, 40. 30,000, 30,000 James. James, that's you. 30,000, 30,000 now. 5, 35, 35 now. 35,000 now, 35 and 35. 35 now. James, it's not you. 35, 35 now. 35 now. James, if he's a friend of yours, I'll take 2.5. 35, I'll take 2.5. 35, 35, 35,000 now. 35 and 35. 35, 35, 7, 35. 7.5, 37.5, 37.5, 37.5, 37,005, 37, yes, 37.5, Murray, it's not you, 37.5 at 37,500. What are we doing, Paul? 37.5 at 37,500 on the market.
Yep, that's my man down the back.
That's 37.5.
Telling the 10 with the white shirt waving at you.
White shirt waving at you, that's your bid.
That's your bid, sir.
37.5. 30. On the market, 37.5. That's the cheapest Northern Media we've sold, buyers, but he's on the market at 37.5. Finished 40. 40,000. There's too much talking, buyers. 40,000. 40. I'll take you 2.5, sir. At 40,000. Well, thanks for your help. At 40,000. Want him? Done. Andrew Brown. 554 from Whedon, don't go away. Anthony from Whedon, here's the filly by Stratum. Filly with a pedigree, buyers. By the Golden Slipper winner and graduate of Magic Million Sales, Stratum. He produced Crystal Lily, who won the Golden Slipper with his first crop. Of course, Crystal Lily, a filly by Stratum, ladies and gentlemen. There we are. We all saw the Hawks team win with Stratford today. Won the $100,000 race today by Stratum. Dark Matter won in Dubai the other night. He's a sire on fire, Stratum. He's got winners all over. He was leading first season sire buyers. Righto for the Stratum filly, who's got lovely rein on a nice walking filly. Righto for her. 150. 100 for her. 100. 100 to start her. 150. 50. 40. Come on, 30. Thank you. 30. 30, thank you, Murray. 30,000 with Murray Tillett. 40,000. 40,000 at 40, but at 40,000 at 40, but at 40,000. 50,000. 50,000 now. 50,000 but at 50, 60. 60,000. 60,000 at 60, but at 60,000. 60,000 now. 70,000. 70,000 Murray. 70,000 but at 70, but at 80,000. 80,000 now. 80,000 but at 90. 90,000. 90,000 but at 90, but at 900. 100 in front. 100 there. 100 now. 10. 110. 110 there. 110 a bit now. 120. 120 in front. 120,000. 120 there. 120,000 at 120. 120. The bid's in front, buyers. 120. 120,000 at 120. Well, buy. She's here for sale. She's on the market. 120. 120 at $120,000. Anyone else? Take 10 if you like at 120,000. What a finished. Done. 120. Top Pride Thoroughbreds. Thanks, Andrew. Top one. Top wine. Line. Top line Thoroughbreds. Thank you. Here's a good number. 555 from Highgrove, ladies and gentlemen. Well presented filly. For those of you who are listening, Highgrove stud have got 48% stakes winners to horses, to yearlings they've sold. 48% stakes winners to yearling sold through the auction ring. Wonderful percentage of stakes winners to runners from Highgrove stud. And here's the filly by Stratum. By Stratum, we just told you all about him. Out of a winning to here mare, ladies and gentlemen. Good-bodied filly. Real 2-year-old type of Stratum, isn't she? Righto, who's got what to say for her? Have a look at the family out of a winning to here mare. Grand Dam Twirl, the stakes winner, won the Blood Horse, won the 2-year-old stakes race. Third dam also a black type. So the first 3 dams are all winners, including 2 black type. Righto for her, buyer started away. 100,000. 100 for the Stratum filly. 100. The last one made 120 buyers. 100. 100, 90, 80, 50. 50. 20, thank you. 20,000 but at 20, but at 20,000, but at 20, but at 20,000. 20,000 the Stratum. 20,000 but at 20, but at 30 there. 30,000 but at 30, but at 30,000. Look at the family here. 30,000 but at 30 out of a top producing mare. 40. 40, look at top producing mare. 40,000. 40,000 but at 40, but at 40,000, but at 40. 40,000. 40,000 now. 40,000 but at 40,000. Gee, the dam can't do it anymore. 50,000. 50,000. 60,000. 60,000 Andrew. 60,000 but at 60, but at 60,000. 60,000 now. 60,000 with Andrew, 70,000, 70,000, that's 70, but that's 70,000. It's hard to hear. 70,000. Andrew will take 80,000. 80,000 now. 80,000, but 80, but 80,000 here for sale. 90,000, 85, 85. 85, 85 now, 90,000, say 100 can I, 90,000, say 100, 90,000, 90,000 but at 90, but at 90, so say 100 sir, at $90,000 quick, well you're going to lose her at 90,000, 100. 95, that's a silly thing to do, sir. 95, 100. You do it my way if you want to buy a good horse. 100 here, 100, 100 now, 100, 100. We're going to be sold. Take 5 if you like at 100,000. What a finished. Done. Andrew Brown. Troy Corson, great to have you here, Troy. Well bought. Don't forget your Magic Millions insurance buyers. Recommend you insure your purchase on the fall of the hammer with Magic Millions. 556, the Luskin Park stud, Scopey, Northern Media. They've sold up to $420,000, Northern Media's buyers. They're averaging $140,000, the Northern Media's. Have a look at this colt. Big Scopey colt. Out of a Danehill mare, ladies and gentlemen. A lot of Incosta Lager about him. There's plenty of horse here for a very good family. This is the family of the Flying Spur and Incosta Lager. So there we are, buyers. This is a very, very good family. Righto for him. Who's got to start him? 100,000. 100. 100 for the Northern Media colt. 100. 100 will give me 50. 50 for him. 50. 50 for this big strong colt out of a Danehill mare. 50, 40. 20, thank you. 20,000 minute, 20 Murray Tillett. 20,000 minute, 20 minute, 20,000 minute, 20 minute, 20,000. 20,000 now. 20,000 minute, 20 minute, 20,000. 20,000 minute, 20 minute, 20,000. Have a look here, boys. 20,000. Look at the family. 30,000. 30,000 now. The family of Flying Spur. 30,000. 30,000 minute, 30 minute, 30,000 minute, 30 minute, 30. 30,000. Northern Media Colt. Sold very well, averaging 140,000. And I've only got 30 for him. What are you thinking of, boys? Only 30,000. He's a sale ring bargain. 30,000. 30,000 minute, 30 minute, 30,000 minute, 30. 30,000. 30,000. Anyone else? At $30,000 quick. I'll take 5 if you like. 30. 35 on the market. 35 now. 35. He's on the market, buyers. The cheapest Northern Media we've sold. 40,000. 40 there. 40,000 there. 40,000 there. 40 there. 40,000 Murray. 45. 45 there. 45,000 there. 45. 45. We're selling all the time. 45. 45,000 there. 45. 45. And he's going to be sold. At 50. 50,000. 50,000 now. How are you going, Julian Hay? 50,000. Julian, you're out. At $50,000 quick. The bid's on the right against the left at 5. 55, just starting to look at him. 55, James Dawson. 55. What would he make if you were all paying attention? 55 at 55,000. Well, that's you, James. At 55,000. Oh, Rusty. 55,000. Can I finish? Done. Chris Russell, 55,000. Well bought. Hussaday filly, ladies and gentlemen. Dam and 3/4 assisted a Fast at Rock. Real Hussaday, same cross as Rianne, that very good horse trained by David Hayes, who won the Blue Diamond. Rianne, bred on the same Vista Prospect at Danehill Cross. She's typical of the good Hussaday fillies, ladies and gentlemen, from Arrowfield Stud. There we are. Dam and 3/4 to Fast at Rock. There's a filly with a pedigree by Hussaday. Righto for her. Starter up buyers. 100,000. 100. 20, thank you. 20,000 minute, 20 minute, 20 minute, 30 minute, 30. 30,000, John. 30,000 minute, 30 minute, 30,000. 30,000 now the Hussaday. 40,000. 40,000 minute, 40 minute, 40,000. 40,000 the Hussaday. 40, 50. 50,000 Murray Tillett. 50,000 minute, 50 minute, 50, 60. 60,000 now. 60,000 minute, 60 minute, 60,000. 60,000 the Hussaday. 60,000. 60,000 minute, 60 minute, 60,000. Have a look at the pedigree here, bud. Wonderful family. 60,000. Family of Fast at Rock. 60,000. 5. 65. 65 now. 65,000 at 65. 65,000. 65,000. Anyone else? At $65,000 quickly. A Hussaday filly, buyers. Jesus, sire on fire at the moment, Hussaday. 65 at 65, 70,000. 70 there, 70,000. 70,000 at 70 minutes, 70,000. 70,000, she's had a time, she's going to be sold. Anyone else, she's on the market at 70,000. What a finished. Done. 70. Well done, Murray. 558, Sebring filly. There we are, buyers. A Barrymore filly by Sebring. Haven't they been well received, the Sebrings? They're averaging 157,000, sold up to 360,000, the Sebrings. In his Absalon's half brother, half sister. Absalon, of course, trained by Jason McLaughlin, a 2-year-old stakes winner, Absalon, out of a Danehill mare. She's a half to a 2-year-old stakes winner, buyers. Big, scopy filly. Gee, you'd be proud to own a filly like that. Real Magic Million type filly. Righto for her, buyers. Starter away. 100,000. 100. Gee, they've sold well, the Sebrings. 100. 50. 50. 50 for her. 50. 30, thank you. 30,000 minute, 30 minute, 30 minute, 30,000 the Sebring. 30,000, 30,000, 40, 40,000 minute, 40 minute, 40,000 there. 50,000, 50,000 minute, 50 minute, 50,000, 50 to 60, 60,000 now. 60,000 minute, 60,000. Sebring filly, boys. 60,000, 60,000 now. 60,000 minute, 60 minute, 60,000, 70,000, 70,000 now. 70,000 minute, 70 minute, 70,000, 70,000 the Sebring. 70,000, 70 out of a Danehill mare. 70,000, big, racy, strong filly. 70,000, 70,000 minutes, 70 minutes, 70,000, 70,000. Anyone else? At $70,000 quick. Buyers, what's wrong here on a Sebring filly? They're averaging 157,000. And I got 70 only, 70,000, 70 there, 70,000 there, 70, but I'll take 5 you like, 70,000 I'll take 5. 75, 75 now, 75 and that's 75, 75,000, 70, how are you going? That's a very, very good buying, 75 at $75,000, quick. Here she goes, Sebring filly out of a Danehill mare for 75,000. Anyone else? Finished. Done. No, require a little bit more buyers. 559 from Cornerstone. Filly by Hassanay out of a Danehill, out of a Seattle Slough. Here's Deer Valley's half-sister. Bred on the same cross as Rianne again. By a son of Mr. Prospector out of a Danehill mare. Okay, buyers, Hassanay filly, have a look at her. Great family here, the half to Deer Valley. Couple of hundred for her. 200, cracking filly. 200, 200, 50. 50, thank you, Murray. 50,000, but 50, but 50,000. You can appreciate it, Murray. It's hard to hear. 60,000, 60,000 now. 70,000, 70,000, but 70, but 70,000, but 70, but half to Deer Valley. 70,000, 70,000, big 80, 80,000, 80,000, 90, 90,000, 90,000, but 90, but 100, 100 Murray, 100,000, 10, 110, 110 now. 110, but 10, 110, but 110, 110, 110 there, cracking filly. 110, 110,000, but 110, 110 now. 110. 110,000 to 110, 20, 120, where's that? 120, 120, 30 there, 130 here, 130 out the back, 130, 130 there, 130,000, 40, 140, 140 in front, 140, 140, well she's on the market, she's had her time, she's going to be sold on the market at 140,000, anyone else? Finished, done, 140 in front. Mark Pilkington, thanks Mark. What a lovely filly, Mark. Buyers. Here's the colt I've been waiting for. Just close your catalogues up and have a look at this fellow. Here's the Southern Cross Breeders' Colt by More Than Ready from Danny Martin. This is a colt that featured in the Australian newspaper a couple of weeks ago. He's a magnificent colt, ladies and gentlemen. One of the colts of the sale. He was one of the colts in the Hunter Valley this year. He was much admired by all the good judges that visited the Hunter Valley studs. This Danny Martin colt by More Than Ready. He just oozes quality. He's a smashing colt. Righto for him. Who's got what to start him? I don't know, boys. You're the judges. 300 or 400, you tell me. 300, 200, 200. 100, thank you. 100, 100,000, 100,000, bit of 1, bit of 1, 100, 100,000, cracking colt, 100,000, 10, 110, 110 now, 110 a bit 20, 120 there, 120 bit now 30, 130 bit now 140, 140 now, 140 with Tim Brown, 140, 140 bit now 140, 50 there, 150, 60, 160, 160 now, 180, 200 Tim, 200 Tim, 200,000 with Tim Brown, 200, 200 now, 200,000 bit now 200, 200,000. One of the colts of the sale buyers. 200, 200,000, 10, 210, 210 there. 220, 220, 220,000. 220 now. 220,000 at 220. 220, how you going, mate? 30, 230, 230 now. 230,000 at 230. 230, 40, 240, 240 there. 240,000. 240 at 240, 50, 250, 250, 250,000. 60, 260, 260. 260 now, 80, 280, 290, 290, 290, 300, 300 in front, 300 with Andrew Brown. Now that's fresh blood. 300, 300,000, 300 with Andrew Brown. 300 at $300,000. Quick. Gee, buyers, I thought he'd make more, but he's on the market. 300, I'll take you 10, sir. 300, I'll take 10. At 300, 310, is it? 310, 310, 310. Now Andrew, it's 20. 320, 30, 330, 300, 340, 340, 340,000. He's one of the colts of the sale buyers. 350, 350, 350, 350. You won't find many better than him, I tell you. 350. 350, how you going, Andrew? At 350, quick, he's on the market for sale at 350,000. Well, thanks for your help. At 350, finished, done. James Dawson, 350. Guy Waterhouse, congratulations, Guy, on a wonderful day, and thanks for your support. Over to Steve Davis.